rogue with an iron hand longs for Albion's riches. He summons adventurers to claim the land. Hoping to escape their grim lives, many follow, dreaming of a bright future in Albion. But the journey across the sea is long and dangerous. And only the most daring cross successfully. Those who make it arrive at the shores of this magical land, from where they immediately begin to craft, trade, and conquer. You are among these adventurers. Head out and forge your own destiny in Albion.
Hello everybody, the Albion here. It's been a while. I'm going to get back into it by playing some Albion Online. This, along with Foxhole, was my... Hold on, let me lower the... I think that the sound is probably too loud. Settings. Yeah. So Albion Online and Foxhole were my COVID games. That should be good. And I played for many hours with this character. 2 months, 12 days, 11 hours playtime. But I decided to resub and start again. So it took me an hour and a half to do the tutorial. And I've just arrived on the mainland with my new character, Leoben. Solo Dungeoneering daily event. Plus 20% fame in solo dungeons. Personal challenge progress. Adventurers challenge. Earn keys from PvE gathering, fishing, and farming. You need premium in order to earn keys. Daily bonus, collect the daily required points to gain additional keys, challenge points, and learning points. The keys must be challenge points? The keys are the challenge points, right? Yeah, daily bonus. Premium status. You passively gain 30 learning points per day without having to finish the daily bonus. Monthly premium rewards. And then the unlocks at the bottom. I remember that stuff. Daily production bonuses. Plus 10% for leather armor. Plus 10% for leather shoes. I'm not going to bother looking into the faction warfare and the PvP stuff. I'm going to level up before they do that stuff. I still think the game's music is a little loud. It looks like it's very loud. The ambient sounds are so cool in this game, I really don't want to turn them down too much. Alright, here I am at the dock of the mainland on my donkey. The Royal Army welcomes you to Albion, traveler. Speak with Royal Soldier James and Mountain Cross. So I chose Sterling, Fort Sterling as my home. We are the Royals. This town is under the protection of the Royals. We control the coast and our 5 great cities, Thetford, Lyndhurst, Bridgewatch, Martlock, and Fort Sterling. Travel too far inland, however, and you'll have to fend for yourself. Go talk to the commander. He will welcome you properly. Welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, come talk to me. Take this. It will help you get started. I am sure you will feel just premium. He's going to give me 3 days. Right? Yes. Quests. It's a sandbox game. Why are there quests? They're not supposed to be quests. Alright, so premium status. Benefit. Gain benefits in a variety of ways. Faster game progression. Faster game progression, higher yield of rewards, and the ability to use some features that are not available to non-premium players. You get premium by paying for it. You can pay for it in-game, which I think I actually have enough on my main character to buy some game time, but I never do. I hoard all my gold in this game. Take a breather. You look a bit weary, perhaps a nice walk will energize you. What are you waiting for? Take a stroll, that's an order. I have to walk through town. Combat basics. Royal Commander Besset. He wants me to do an expedition. You can only do one mission at a time. Alright, let's walk through town. Here's the bank. Banks are local only, right? So whatever I put in this bank will stay here and not be accessible from the other banks in the other cities. It's the marketplace.
Got everything?
I seem to remember a further out camera, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just not used to it. Just a world map. Mountain Cross is the zone that Fort Sterling is in. Of course, it's up north, so all the snow. The blue zones are safe. No PvP. Tier 3 zones. Well, Pengent is tier 4. Pengarn's a tier 5. So I'm going to level my way up through these blue zones. I'm actually not in Fort Sterling yet. I'm over here, Mountain Cross. Fort Sterling's in the middle. Quite a lot of space to roam around and explore before I go out into the yellow zones, which they do have PvP in yellow zones, but it's not full loot PvP. Now, once the red zones kick in, that's where the full loot starts. Full loot and red zones. However, from what I remember, unless it's changed, the red zones have a map notifier. I don't know what you'd call it, but you can see how many people are there. So if there are a lot of people, and you can see like little skulls on the mini-map, and if there are people getting killed, you'll see little skulls. You can kind of avoid PvP that way. So this is not a lot. He wants me to walk through town. Is this the town? It's very small.
Good day.
This is the toolmaker.
Stay civilized. At your service.
The smelter.
Thank you.
Did I replace that? Because it's telling me to finish a T3 solo expedition, so I think I replaced that mission. Let's see. No, I didn't. I see. He wants me to visit all these places. Hunter's Lodge. The Saddler. Royal Crafter Daniel. I consider myself a master crafter. I've gathered wood in the Forbidden Forest, harvested fiber in the Sleeping Swamps, mined stone and ore in the Ancient Mountains, and skinned the hides of countless beasts. If I had to give one piece of advice, focus your efforts. Pick one resource and stick to it. Yeah, that's not what I do. I just pick up everything in sight. Actually, with my main, I was mostly a fiber harvester. I started making holy staves. And then I kind of stopped crafting altogether. I think I became a farmer and I cooked. I made omelets so that, you know, the omelets that help you. What did they do? It was the egg omelets. They were good. Alright, I think I did it. Still a lot of people play this game, huh? Well, what'd I get? I completed the quest. What'd I get? Now that you've made it to Albion, it's up to you to decide what you want to do next. Gather resources, craft items, fight monsters. Consider your options. Basic tutorial complete. From this point on, there are only a few optional quests to guide you. The world of Albion is a sandbox where you make your own destiny. Become a gatherer, warrior, farmer, or anything else you desire. Focus on one thing at a time will help you succeed. Yeah, I never did that. I did a little bit of everything. Although I went through a phase where all I did was solo dungeons. As you progress along a given path, you'll unlock new skills and find it easier to earn silver. Well, see, the problem is you can't have alts because you have to pay for premium with each of your alts unless you want to play for free. And playing for free, you just don't. It's just, I don't think it's worth it. Alright, I considered my options, I guess. Who's this? A shady proposal? Say, could you check out that guy over there? The one dressed in all black? Seems fishy. It's weird doing quests in Albion. It's like when I tried the new Ultima Online with all the quests. Very weird. Hello there. Interested in a totally legal and legitimate venture by any chance? I've got something for you, no worries. Nothing dodgy. It's a really real gold coin. Make sure no one's around and I will give it to you. Objectives. Have a look around. I don't think I actually have to look around, do I? There's no waypoints. Okay. Oh wait, maybe I do have to actually look around. In order to get the details of the quests... Where's the quest? There is no quest tab, because there are no quests in this game. Why did they put quests in this game? I didn't accept it. Of course, I didn't accept it. There we go. Thank you. How you doing today? All that glitters is not gold. Mission finished? Oh, he's giving me a gold. Did he actually give me the gold? This is the gold market. Very interesting economy in this game. I really like the way it works. Everything player driven and gold value fluctuates. In-game currency is the silver, and then gold is the out-of-game currency that you could make transactions with. Do you play? Do you play this? Do you play Albion? I may seem like a noob, but I actually have many hours in this game. Just not lately. Alright. Combat. Combat's my specialty, though nowadays I tend to let others do the fighting. The fastest and safest way to get into the action is expeditions. Let's do a solo expedition. Power through knowledge. Defeat mobs to increase your Reaver tier. Each tier increases your damage and defense against mobs of that level. Fight mobs of levels above your own will be very difficult. So let's look at the Destiny board. Start here at Novice Adventurer. I think I've already gotten Trainee Fighter, yep. And then Reaver is here. Wants me to get to Reaver. And I'm at Reaver. I unlocked it. Adept Reaver? Adept Reaver is next. I don't know my English very well, but your voice is so clear. Well, it's good to know that my voice is clear. I've had issues with my mic on occasion. Sometimes you never know when I stream. You may not hear me talk at all because I wasn't checking my microphone settings, but now I think I've learned my lesson and I check it before every stream. You're playing Albion, but you're new. Well, that's an exciting time. I remember playing when I was new. It was great. I still have so many good memories of playing this early on, and then I played it for many months, and then I got into a guild. I had met friends. I did almost everything. I did almost all of the content that the game had to offer, including Crystal. What is the tournaments they have, like the Crystal League? I was on the backup team. I wasn't on the starting team, but I was on a Crystal League team. And I did a few matches. It was a lot of fun. But that's not why I like to play these sandbox games. I just like to kind of see all the content. I like to do the PvP, but I like the PvP with others. I don't like so much the solo PvP. What I used to like a lot is doing solo dungeons and then like having that fear of being raided by somebody. Now, of course, they don't have that anymore. You can't. Well, you can be raided by somebody in a solo dungeon right away. Like, I think, like, once you get into the dungeon, you have, what, a minute or something before it locks, and then nobody else can get in, unless they change that. It used to be that when you got into a solo dungeon, you were vulnerable. You could be attacked by anybody until you got out of there. So, it was kill the mobs, get the loot, kill the boss, get out before someone got in there and tried to kill you, take all the stuff you just worked so hard to get. Me too, small-scale fights are entertaining for me. Yes, I had a lot of fun. 2 or 3 of my friends and I, so we'd have a group of maybe 2 or 3 or 4. We would go out into the world and just look for trouble. And oftentimes we would meet up with guilds that had many more players, so we would get killed. But, you know, the thing about the game is it's easy to replace your stuff. So even if you get killed and you lose your stuff, once you start playing and you earn silver, it's pretty easy to go back out, and it's not so much of a grind. Which in some games, you know, you don't want to lose your stuff because it's a pain to get it back. Who's Landenberg? Do I have to say this in local? What's local? Maybe he's just hanging out here. Local. Hello there. Oh, there are no chat bubbles. Yeah, there are no chat bubbles. Oh well. I like a chat bubble. Daniel, the Master Gatherer. Wasn't there just a Daniel the Master something else? I consider myself a Master Crafter. Yeah, I've read this. Return to Royal Crafter Daniel. Okay, I'm already on another mission. I have to finish an expedition. That's where this is.
Adventure awaits.
Tier 3, 1 player. Upon completion, you receive 1,000 silver. Bonus received for the first completed expedition is a royal sigil. I need an average item power of 250. And Destiny board unlock trainee fighter, which I have.
We'll be watching.
I have Reaver too. I did some grinding on the tutorial island. I'm gonna admit it. I have 697 learning points so far, which I'm gonna save every last one of them for my crafting profession. I'm not gonna spend a single learning point on anything other than crafting. And I haven't decided yet what I'm going to craft. I think I'm going to go with either a weaponsmith or an armorsmith. Something like that. Alright, let's do this.
Albion needs you. Just a moment.
I'm just going in with a regular sword and shield. I think tier 2. Beyond this gate, you will find the heretics, vile traitors who refuse to bow to our king. Even worse, they've begun to excavate ancient relics of Albion to study them. It is your task to stop them before they discover anything too dangerous. Hurry now. I will keep the portal open for as long as I can. Close. I want to close this. I don't want to make it bigger. I want to close it. How do I close it? Like that. Like that. Well, this one is... Okay, I can make it smaller. I mean, it's nice to know, but I don't think I need that staring at me the whole time. Alright, let's get to killing stuff. The combat was always fun for this game too. Like, I don't like a game where there are way too many button presses and way too many skills to figure out. This is fine. It has your Q, which is I think your standard attack. It has usually the quickest cooldown. In my case, Hero Cleave is 3-second cooldown. I chose Heroic Cleave, I believe, is the one that you do damage to multiple enemies. I'll have to look at my gear to see. Yes. You swing your sword in a 6-meter radius. Deals 106 damage to the enemies that are hit. The other option is to take a single target and do more damage, to 136 damage, but you're only hitting one target. My W is Blade Cyclone. Spins in a targeted direction, deals 70 damage up to 3 times to all enemies you pass through. Then E is my Mighty Blow. You leap towards your targeted enemy, interrupting their spellcasting. This is a good one. But the cooldown's 12 seconds, which is way too long if you ask me. Inferno Shield is a flaming shield. Increases damage resistance by 55 for 8 seconds. D is a cleanse, which I always forget to use. It's very helpful in PvP. And F is like a healing sprint. So, and that's it. So I don't have to go crazy with memorizing every button like all over the keyboard. Yeah. Don't step in the orange stuff on the ground. Heal sprint from one place to the other. What is that? A checkpoint. Good to know. Interrupted. I like the art style in the game too. I like the animations. Everything about this game I really like. The thing that I don't like about the game is I find it not particularly immersive because of the way that the world is structured. The map, the way you have to move through the zones at particular gated areas. But I don't know. And the world itself, it's great. I mean, there's not a lot of story, there's not a lot of theme. You know, it is what it is, but when I played in my guild, we made our own. We almost, as if we made our own backgrounds and content and story, and that's really what a sandbox game is, if you ask me. You don't have to, it's not like playing Skyrim, you know, where all the lore and background are there all the time. But yeah, my friends and I both had the same complaint, that we thought the game felt a little empty, not of content, or it's not like it's a small area, a small world. We just thought it was a little empty of I don't know the right word. Maybe it just didn't feel like alive. Oh, get out of there. I mostly used a spear when I played my main. Spear was good. It was fast attacks, a lot of movement. But I want to try something different. With my main, I kind of learned almost every weapon and I was all kinds of things. I started as a healer. Then I went into spear and I did a lot of like, I wouldn't say I wore cloth armor so that I did more damage, so I was sort of a glass cannon. I was easy to kill, but being mobile and keeping out of danger was how I prevented death. And then I went to tank because my clan didn't have many tanks, so I learned how to play a tank. And that was fun, but I wasn't very good at it. But it was fun. Oh, gotta kill him. I couldn't get my E off in time. He blew me up. Checkpoint. Oh, it's the boss already? I wasted that. I should have waited until he passed. That's alright. He's dead. Mission complete. Defeat any pyromaniac. Master's Tome of Insight. Gives you knowledge, I believe. Crystallization of Ancient Wisdom. Instantly rewards you with 50,000 combat fame. Yeah. Do I need to use it? I mean, why not? I used to save all these books. You should see how many of these things I have in my bank with my main character. I mean, I don't. At this point, I don't know why I saved them. I should just use them, I guess. Why save them? Alright, got Journey Adventure. Journeyman Adventure. Lets me use tier... I could already use tier 2 weapons. I guess this unlocks the horse, the ox, the bag, the cape, and what is this? Siege hammer. Next is Adept Adventure. That unlocks tier 4 items. Cool. Tier 4 items, that's my go-to when I go out into the black zones. I don't mess around. I'm not out there to kill players that have less than me or don't have as good of a gear setup or anything like that. I go out there to try and get rich and make it back. So going out with tier 4 makes sense because I don't lose anything unless I made it big and scored something in a solo dungeon or someplace and then got killed, and you know, then you just get your stuff taken, which that's a bummer. The funny thing is, I don't mind losing stuff when I get killed, but I don't know, it doesn't seem right, but I just don't want other people to get it. So if I don't have it, that's fine, but I don't want you taking it from me. I need a better weapon. This tier 2 broadsword's not cutting it. What does this do? Carrot soup. Simple meal that increases health regeneration. Well, let's have a bite of that. How do I eat it again? I forgot. I think I have to equip it? How do I eat food again? Holy crap. Oh, yeah, number 2. Okay. I gotta remember to save that E for when he casts his spell. Like that. I did some bow work too with my main. I got pretty high in bow, and that was fun. I don't think I've ever used a weapon in this game that wasn't fun. Maybe the hammers, because the hammers don't do much damage, but they're very good for tanks to reposition, and they have a lot of good tank abilities. That was nice. Kill the guys in the green first. They're the healers sometimes. You want to kill them first. Like that. Oh, I wasted that. He turned his shield on. Another boss. That's some pretty good damage. Blade Cyclone. Oh, that interrupt worked. I'm surprised, because he's a boss. Oh, that one didn't work. That's no good. He did a lot of damage to me right there. He's dead. Mission completed. Journeyman's Bag of Silver. Nice. The Overseer's dead. That should put an end to these studies. Looks like you are up to the challenge after all. Here's your reward. Now let us leave this rickety mine before it collapses. 1,000 silver. Never walk alone. Try searching. Several expeditions are available at each tier. There are daily rewards for finishing your first expedition each day. Expedition rewards are moderate compared to open world rewards. Group and hardcore expeditions. You can register for groups. Expeditions as a solo player. You will automatically be matched with others to form a group. Hardcore expeditions are for full groups of 5 and can be level 1 through 18. The higher the level, the harder the content. To start a hardcore expedition, you must give a map to the expedition master. Now here are recommendations for guilds. I'll hold off for now, but I think I might join a guild. Return to Royal Commander Basit. Not too bad, was it? But just between us, there are better ways to get some fame and silver. Are you ready for the real world? You've received a Tome of Insight. Tomes of Insight are old volumes written by past adventurers. Using these tomes adds fame to your equipped gear. Make sure to equip the gear you want to level before opening a tome. So that answers my question before about saving them. The reason why I save them is so that when my guild asked me to play as a tank, I didn't have to go out and grind all of the armor and all of the hammers and maces. I simply got the gear on me, got all the books out of my bank, and just used all the books, spammed on them, and just absorbed all that fame. The problem with that is sort of like when you start playing World of Warcraft and you get the latest expansion and they let you buy the level up to level 60 or whatever the level cap is. Now you have a level up character and you don't know how to play him. So that's what I did in this. I leveled up all the gear, I became a tank, and then...
Bye.
Sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I had to be trained on how to play as a tank. Just because I had all the gear, it did not make me a tank. Well, it did, but it made me a bad one. So you want to learn about gathering and crafting. Find the Royal Crafter here in town. He'll help you get started. It's the same guy. He knows everything. Daniel. So the two games I'll be concentrating on lately are going to be Albion Online and Foxhole. The war in Foxhole just ended. My nephew and I spent a little bit of time in the last war, on the losing side unfortunately, but we got some experience. He was brand new to it. I had played it, but I never was a builder in Foxhole. I always was a logistics man, so I would craft and bring guns, ammunition, and any kind of equipment, vehicles, whatever it was needed to the front lines. And I did some infantry work. And I did tanking. I was a tanker for a little while. But it was hard to get in a tank. Everybody wants to drive a tank. But on February 28th, a new war starts in Foxhole. And then I'll be streaming that. Well, I probably won't stream it, because Foxhole is one of those games where it's persistent online war, and if I stream it, it would probably be bad for my side. So what I'm going to do is just record and put it up. I think put it up on YouTube. Either that or I think there's a way to delay the stream. But I don't know if I could delay it that long where it would make a difference. Another adventurer who wants to learn about crafting and gathering? Wonderful. Consider myself a master gatherer. I've gathered wood in the Forbidden Forest. Yeah, I read all this. This I didn't accept because I was already on another quest, so let's accept it this time. The origin of everything. Every weapon, piece of armor, and building was at one point a player-gathered resource. You can gather fiber, hide, stone, ore, and wood. To master gathering, focus on one or two resources that are found in the same biome. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I guess I will try to do that this time, but it's, yeah, so I guess since I'm in Fort Sterling area, if you look in these, it tells you the resources that you'll find. For instance, in Bryn Gorge, rocks, fibers, ore. I think it's like that in most of these. Rocks, fibers, ore, rocks, fibers, ore. Oh, this is a Mountain Cross is like a newbie place, so it gives you everything. But these are going to be rocks, fibers, ore. So when I decided on this character and to come to Fort Sterling, I kind of had either weaponsmith or armorsmith in mind, which of course you need ore. But the thing is, you need other items. I'm going to need leather too. So it's sort of, you know, you can't master everything. Well, you can, but it'll probably take you loads of time and fame. But, you know, there's the market. So if I'm not crafting everything, I'm going to craft what I'm specialized in and buying everything else. Gathering progression and tiers. Alright, let's do ore. I want to mine ore. Ore, the blood of the earth. You can find it in the mountains, highlands, and steppes of Albion. Best way to learn is to do. Get your tools ready, and get out there and bring me some ore. Objective, acquire a beginner's pickaxe. I got that. You never want to equip your tool, by the way. You just want to have it in your bag, I think. Acquire a novice pickaxe. Go to any highland, mountain, or steppe zone. Gather ore until you unlock journeyman ore miner. Okay. Let me put this stuff away. Oops. I called the donkey. These things I don't think can be taken from me. Yeah, it's a no drop item. But they do still take up space in my backpack, so I'll put them in my bank until I want to use them. I need the Mr. Fix-It. Where is he? Not the tool maker. The repair station behind me. Is it him? No. It's this guy. It won't let you sell items that have wear and tear on them, so you have to fix them first. Then I'm going to go to the market and get rid of the extra pieces of equipment that I don't need.
Have a look.
Sell the novice mercenary jacket. Sell and sell orders are things I'll talk about at another time. But the long and short of it is sell just automatically sells your item and you get the money. Sell order creates an order for someone else to look at here and buy. So if I was to do a sell order, I'll probably sell it for a little less than the price that was listed before me. So it will be more attractive for someone to buy it. But at this point, I'm just going to sell it, get the quick money. I completed a mission.
My pleasure.
Sell any item through the marketplace. Okay.
Buying or selling?
And I could sell these boots.
Stay honest.
The real fame is in the open world. Let's see, where did I put that? Ah, here it is. Take this map, it will lead you to a dungeon. But first, you may want to get some better equipment. Come back once you've cleared out that dungeon. Okay, I already have a mission, and that is to gather ore. Let's do that. know what I should have done? I knew I forgot something. I should have bought some food. Some gathering food. I'll go back and get some. I forget which one it is, but I know that there's a type of food that you should be getting before you go out to gather.
Local goods.
Is it pork pie? Pork pie? Pork pie. Solid meal that increases maximum load and gathering yield. Yeah, this is it. But it's a tier 7, which I can't even afford. So let's look at tier 3. Chicken pie. Same, does the same thing, but it is at my level. Still very expensive. Really expensive. Wow. All right, so forget it. I'm not gonna buy the food. I'm not gonna spend nearly all my money on something that's gonna last me 30 minutes or whatever it is for just a few more pieces of ore. I'll put the work in. Alright, there's some refining areas down here. What did she do?
Building something?
Yeah, refinement of stone. Now, I think the smelter was up top. Get some copper. I really should get the stone as well. Or the wood. Once I buy my island, I'm going to need a lot of resources for building. I'm not sure if I need to buy an island. I think I could just piggyback off of my main. My main has the island with everything all developed, and I should have to get on her account, or you know, I gotta get on with her, and then give permissions to this character. That's all. There's a solo dungeon right there. Gather 80 tier 2 resources for the mission. These haven't respawned fully yet. Why hasn't it given me acquire 80 copper ore? I've got the notification, but I didn't get it. I got the notification on screen, but I don't get the check mark here on my quest. Didn't I unlock Journeyman Ore Miner too? That's crafting. Where's the gathering? Here we go. No. Trainee Gatherer. Here. Yeah, I didn't get there yet. Journeyman Ore Miner. I have a ways to go. Yeah, the grind is on. This is relaxing in the early zones, but when you have to do this in a black zone, it is not relaxing. It's just constantly looking over your shoulder. You know, you gotta keep your fingers ready to use your defenses, and get back on your mount and get the heck out of there. Because as a gatherer, you are not equipped to fight. You hopefully are equipped to escape, but you're not going to stand up to the player killers out there looking to take all your stuff. But look on the bright side. If you're out there gathering and you get killed and you lose your stuff, you're never ever going to lose the fame you've gotten from doing your resource collecting, whatever you're doing. So it's never a waste of time. I'm just going to do this until I can't carry anymore. Which is, I'm about halfway full weight-wise. Plenty of space in my bags, but the ore weighs a lot. And that's another good reason why I should not take the stone at this point. I should just gather the ore. And once I have enough silver, I'll buy the gear, the gathering gear, so that when I'm out here getting ores, the gear helps out with a few different things. Helps out with your carrying capacity and weight. Helps out with a few things you can do to escape, in case you had to. I love the music in this. I have to turn it back up. I hope it's not going to be too loud. I find the game very relaxing, but at the same time, I find it very, like, tense and urgent. Depending on where you are and what you're doing. This must be for fabrics.
Lovely day.
Gather 250 resources in mountain regions. This is just my personal journal. I'm going to unlock a lot of things as I play. It's nice to start a new character and have that. I really should pay more attention to it. They added that when my main was already very, very high level. Well, there are no levels in the game, but you know what I mean. I played for a lot of hours, and I've already done a lot of the stuff. So, I don't know how that was reflected in the journal, if it was automatically filled in, or if I was just starting it from that point. I can't remember. I left my donkey. Oh, my axe is broken, so I guess I'm done. 88%. And we're going to go back to, I guess, refine it. What does it say to do in my mission? Oh, okay. I have the copper. Now I have to get some tin. I guess I could sell it raw, or I could refine it. Refining it will give me fame. I'd have to check the market to see what the prices are before I sell it. What I will wind up doing once I get more progressed with the character is getting, you know, an ox and gathering a ton of ore and then transporting it someplace where it's going to be more in demand, where I could charge more for it. But it'll be someplace in the world that obviously doesn't have ore that you can gather. Like, who doesn't have ore? Is it Swampland, maybe? Thetford? Wood. hides and fabrics. Rocks, fabrics, and ore. That's in Guan Gorge. So they do have this one. But that's it. Oh, and there's also Swamp Cross has it. So maybe they, you know, there's got to be, I forget which one it is, there's got to be one of these areas that don't have ore. No, Martlock has it. Bridgewatch has it. Maybe it's Limhurst. Limhurst has wood, stone, and hides. Yeah, so that's okay because Limhurst is right down the road here. It's right next to me. So that would be how I get some silver if I wanted to without any danger. Just filling up an ox full of ore or processed ore, you know, refined ore, and taking it down here to sell in this market because the Limhurst market is going to pay more for ore because they can't get it here. Either that or they're going to have to come to Fort Sterling or someplace else where they're selling it cheaper, and then they're going to have to transport it to their home because you're only allowed to have one home. Should I process it? That's the question. I don't know. Let me put it in my bank. Or I may have to have 80 on me in order to satisfy the quest. Let's see what the quest guy says. I'm not done with it, I know that. I have to do... Oh, he's not the one, it's Daniel. Yeah, the question mark is gray. I know I'm not done with it, but I want to see what he has to say. And I need to repair my pickaxe. And get back on my mule. Where's Daniel? There he is. Huh. I still don't have the copper ore checked off. Why? Is it because I need to use a higher level pickaxe? Where's the tool maker?
Only the highest quality.
Alright, what am I using? I'm using a tier 1 pickaxe. Let's make a tier 2 pickaxe. I'm going to need some materials, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm going to need some birch planks and copper bars.
Fine by me.
Let's go get some birch planks. The birch trees are the white ones. I don't know if I'm going to find them around here. I'll have to go further. Yeah, these are regular tier 1. I need the birch trees. That's tin. I definitely need a better pickaxe. Rough logs. Are there even trees here? There aren't. So in order for me to get the logs, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Here. That's an NPC. Larch Road. That's sort of an example of what I was talking about before about the world. I just went from a kind of bleak and white area with snow into this, which has got wildlife, birds chirping, everything's nice and green. Oh, my immersion. It could be that I have to do these in order. Well, once I get these logs processed, I'll be able to... oh, I also have to process the ore. I'll be able to make that tier 2 axe. I really love the progression. It's very satisfying to work your way up to things. You know, it is a bit of a grind. Yes, that's true, but it's worth it at the end. It's definitely worth it. I'll do this off camera. Do I have enough? I think I have. I should have enough. Oh, I'm overloaded. Alright, it's time to go. I didn't bank the ore, that's why. Should have banked the ore. Still got 285 ore on me. It weighs a lot. It weighs 65 kilograms. What's my total carry weight? Maybe it tells me here. A lot of stats, a lot of character stats. Very cool. Focus is a resource that is very important, especially when it comes to doing life skilling, farming, things like that. Move speed. Carry weight I can't find. I've got to go right.
Excuse me?
What did I need?
Goodbye.
Let me go check again before I come back out here and process that ore. There's another smelter right there. It's that tool maker.
Put it there.
Yes.
Tier 2 novice pickaxe requires birch planks and copper bars.
Beats mountain.
Copper bar.
Yeah. Thank you.
Learning point reached. Adapt or smelter. Adapt or smelter. And now I do need to refine the wood into planks. Birch planks. 184 fame just for doing that. And now the tool maker should make my pickaxe.
At your service. Welcome now.
Yep, he did it.
Bye.
Alright, acquired a novice pickaxe. Let me bank the remaining.
Finest tools.
Where's my donkey?
Yes.
Go to any highland, mountain, or steppe zone. This will be a mountain zone. Yep. Gather ore until you unlock journeyman or miner. So I did have to do these in order. Okay, well it gave me that. Did it? Tin ore has 3 crystals, marking it as a tier 3 resource. Progressing in any gathering path unlocks better tools. A tool can gather resources up to 1 tier above its own. Gathering enchanted resources requires a tool of the same base tier as the resource. Halfway, that's 30, that's 41 out of 80, or oh, that did it. I have 80 ore. Now I have to do 40 tin ore. I have to look for the tin, which was greenish, and it has the 3 nodes. The 3 things sticking up. The copper has the 2. Usually deeper into the zone will reveal the next tier. But sometimes you have to go to another whole map. This is the 10. What is carry weight? The number beneath your inventory icon shows you how much of your carry capacity is being used. The more you go over 100%, the slower you remove. How can I increase my carry capacity? There are various ways to increase your carry capacity. Bags, mounts, food, and passives on shoes can let you carry more. This should be the last node I hit. Oh, I actually had it. Return to Royal Crafter Daniel. That's gonna do it for this quest. I think next time I log in, I'll do the combat quest.
Let me guess. You just need to fix it.
Well done. Looks like you're getting the hang of gathering. From rough ore to smooth bars. Now that you know how to gather, let me show you how to refine. Refining is the art of turning something basic, like these chunks of ore, into something useful, like metal bars. Go to the smelter, refine copper bars, refine bronze bars, return to the crafter.
At your service. My back hurts.
Not that. Not that. Whoa, what happened there? Did I get kicked out? I might have gotten kicked out of the server. Yeah, I did. Alright, well I'm going to end it there because I was planning on going to cook some dinner, so there you have it, my first expedition into Albion with my new character. Based on your device location and connection speed, we recommend you play on Albion Americas. You can have characters on multiple servers. Where am I? Am I not on Americas? I am. Yeah. Alright. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're enjoying your gaming and having a great day. I'll see you next time.